Okay, right. Am I recording? I think I am. Hey, Bill, how's it going, brother? Thanks for popping the question in the group. Hope you are well. So obviously, awesome news. You're this close to a deal, and that's awesome. I'm excited for you. But let's talk about how we can get this thing over the line. So we're going to open up the whiteboard for this bad boy, and I will increase the size of my face just to probably... Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm supposed to be good at this whole Loom thing, but I end up just making mistakes. Okay, so right. Here's how we want to sort of think about this. You have got in the business, you've got people, right? And we've got decision makers. Okay. So here's the thing that's basically happened here. You've got marketing and marketing are on board, right? Pun not intended, on board. Then you've got board who are not yet on board, but potentially could be, provided that these people do a good enough job of persuading the board. Now, here's the problem. These people here are not salespeople. And it's unlikely that they are able to persuade 3 or 4 or 5 or however many random people and financial directors and stuff. And so you need to actually do this yourself, right? And it needs to be you over here, good old Bill. I'm sure your head's not that big, but it needs to be you over here that basically introduces the services to the board members, because if it's not you, it's going to run into some problems. Now, obviously, you can't get in the room or on the phone or on a Zoom call with these guys, and it wouldn't even be appropriate to ask. So we might be wondering, well, how the hell do we do this? So what you need to do is, first of all, we need to oblige with what she's asked for. So we've got case studies. So over here, we've got case study 1, right? Over here, we've got case study 2, and over here, we've got case study 3, which is pretty cool. And that's great, you've got those. Now, what most people would do is they would just send these case studies over in like some sort of email like this, right? And then marketing director will show email to board members, and then it sort of goes through that. What you want to do instead is record a video, right, of yourself explaining these case studies. And it needs to be you on camera, really enthusiastic, really confident. And the way I want you to structure this video is as such. So the first thing you need to do with this video is introduce yourself, because you've got to realize that these people here have no clue who you are. Okay, so as far as they're concerned, if you just record a video walking through case studies, they're going to have absolutely no idea who you are. There's no rapport there. So the first thing is you spend like literally 30 seconds introducing yourself and your agency. Then you need to reintroduce, and this is where my handwriting is. I need to just move my laptop over here a sec, and then we should be good. Okay, then we need to reintroduce the problem, because the board members are, a lot of board members are disconnected from the business, right? A lot of people like who aren't in marketing won't know there's a marketing problem. So you need to reintroduce the problem. And this is the most important part of this whole video, not even the case studies. You need to make these people aware that a problem exists in the business that requires a solution, ideally from yourself, okay? So we need to do that. And then point number 3 is you need to reiterate or reintroduce the solution before we do case studies, right? And this video should be 5 to 10 minutes long, and I want you to send it to the marketing specialist saying, show this video to the people in the office, because otherwise it needs to be you selling the product, selling the service, introducing it, explaining the problem, the solution, positioned as an expert with case studies to back up what you're saying. Otherwise, it's just this corporate bullshit. You need to sort of mediate this conversation as best you can. So introduce yourself, reintroduce the problem. So, okay, so up and talking to Kathy and Claire, I understand that the reason that you guys are entertaining this is because of this and this and this. And this problem has existed for this long. You've tried these solutions, they haven't worked. And the knock-on effect of having this problem is this problem and then this problem. And ultimately, if we don't get this solved, it's going to lead towards this problem. And I don't want that to happen. And I'm here to solve the problem. That's how detailed you go with that first part. Then you introduce the solution. The way we solve this is by going into this and this and this, and then this does this and this does this. And obviously, you'll understand more about that than I do because I'm an econ. Number 4 is to sort of start to introduce proof, right? Which is where we start going into those case studies. And then number 5 is more of just a sort of like from the heart, sort of like from the heart, like why you want to help them specifically, why your values are aligned with their values, why they should pick you, why you're the person for the job, why you care about their brand, why their brand resonates with you. When you introduce these case studies, this is the most important thing in the whole process. When you introduce these case studies and the proof, you need to make sure that the case studies resonate with the problems of the brand that you're working with. So if you know that that brand is struggling with creatives and struggling with copywriting, then you need to make it apparent that throughout these case studies, the main thing they were struggling with and that was holding them back from getting results was the copywriting and the creative, and you help them solve that problem and come out the other side. And so you want to integrate their own like problems and issues into your case study so they see resonance with the results you've achieved for other people. Otherwise it doesn't work. That's how, otherwise case studies are a waste of time. And that's why sending case studies before understanding someone's situation is also a waste of time. So that's the workflow I would use. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Cheers, man.